Kickstart your week inspired to succeed and reach your goals. Power Monday, this Monday on Empowerment Podcast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Power Mondays, where we're going to be talking about business and finance. My name is Ratiba Mohali, and I'm going to be your host. Ratiba Mohali is a thought leader, speaker, philanthropist, and most importantly, a child of God. Someone who really loves the Lord so much, and also someone who really loves to study the dynamics of the world and the insights that comes with the dynamics changing in the world. So, house rules before we can go any further. Make sure that you are subscribed to our channel on YouTube on Empowerment Podcast, and also you can find us everywhere on streaming platforms where there is a podcast. You can find us there and follow us on Empowerment Podcast so that you are able to listen to some of our episodes, and so that you engage with us and get to engage with you everyone on our platforms. So welcome to Power Mondays, and we're going to be talking about business today. So maybe the first questions that we need to address is that what is business? What is business? Is probably there's certain images that are coming into your head when someone mentions this. You might have an image of a big building at a corner somewhere in the suburbs, or you might have an image of a spaza shop at the corner in your hood, a Kaslako, or you might have an image of someone sitting at the corner and selling fruit. So you might have a different perspective and an image that comes into your head and what is business. So Oxford Dictionary says that a business is a commercial activity, or it's a person's regular occupation, profession, or trade. So I think most of the time we are acquainted with the trade one and the commercial activity, because probably you are someone who's employed and your company trade skills or trade services or trade information or sells a product, and that's what the idea of a business should do. So that's all that we have as an idea of a business. And there's different types of businesses. The different types of businesses, and why does business exist in the first place? Alright, why does business exist in the first place? So business can be for profit and can be for non-profit. So profit, the commercial companies that we have, and non-profit can be the non-profit organizations that you see that are started out in most cases by big businesses to make sure that they get a lower tax rate. They tax lower. So those are some of the non-profit organizations or charitable organizations. We've got a lot of them. I think your UNICEFs are that. Your Doctors Without Borders as well are some of those non-profit businesses that are trading. And so there are different types of businesses. Obviously, in the South African context, we have different definitions of businesses. But maybe firstly, we need to tackle a question that says, why does business exist in the first place? Why does business exist? I don't know the answer that you're thinking about wherever you're listening to us, whether you're driving, whether you're sitting somewhere listening to us, or whether you're recapping our episode while sitting in the evening from work. Why does business exist? I think personally, the first thing, business exists to solve a problem. So business exists to solve a problem. Someone who starts a business, the first thing they do is to identify a problem, and they provide a solution to that problem, and they formalize that system, they formalize the solution to the problem they identified, and then they solve it on a bigger scale. It can be started on a smaller scale, then they scale up, and they then now solve a problem that is needed. When you solve a problem that is a problem to the society or a problem to the nation, your business will scale, your business will grow. So that's the first thing. The business exists to solve a problem. Maybe we need an example to suss out to see which businesses are solving which problems, right? So in our areas such as Ekasi or the villages, you will find a garage, right? A garage which sells petrol or diesel or fuel. Let's put it in that way. A garage that sells fuel, and you ask what solution are they bringing into that area. So they are providing a service to people who owns cars, and they are also selling convenience, because if people have to travel so far to get fuel, at some point their cars might stop along the road when the fuel is finished. So bring the garage closer, you are bringing convenience for motorists or people who are driving cars, and you are selling solution which is fuel to their cars, which fuel helps the car to move. So that person is solving a problem of fuel, solving a problem of fuel, and is solving a problem of distance, and is selling convenience to the surrounding areas and the owners of the cars that are in that area. So that's why a garage business will exist. And then a spaza shop in the corner as well. It's a service business, right? A spaza shop at the corner is a service business. They are selling your everyday use, the product that you use every single day. Can be bread, can be cold drink, can be any of the things that you use in the households every single day. And the spaza shop will be at the corner, right? At the corner of your area or your house, somewhere down the street. And you realize that it is a very convenient shop. It is a very convenient spaza shop that offers things that you need. So that person is selling convenience and is providing service and is making sure that they cut down the distance that you need to travel. So they solve the problem of the distance, and then they are selling you a convenience which you don't need to travel so far and spend a lot of money to get what you want. So you just walk out of your house and come back, and then you have all you want. And then they're also have solved the problem of the distance as well. So they've cut that, and also they've solved the problem of distance. So that owner is solving those problems, solving a distance problem, is also solving a convenience problem, and it's also providing services which is a need in the society. So in South Africa, there are different sizes of businesses that are defined by the government. And obviously we know there's different sectors in South Africa, and we know businesses also exist to contribute into the economy of the country. Different sectors. So some sectors contribute more. In South Africa, you have sectors such as mining, sectors such as agriculture, and manufacturing sector and tourism sectors. Those are some of the key sectors that are contributing to the economy of the country, and they are contributing to the overall GDP of the country. But also within those different sectors, there's also small, medium-sized businesses that are offering services to those bigger companies. So maybe we need to define what is a small business, what is a medium-sized business, and what is a bigger business. In 2019, Minister of Department of Small Business Development in South Africa redefine what a business is, what is a small business, what is a medium-sized business. Obviously, in terms of how many numbers of people the business can hire, or the business have hired to suit or fit in the size of a small business, size of a medium business, and size of a bit of a larger business, and even beyond a corporation or multinational business. So in South Africa, you have something called a micro enterprise, right? A small business, right? A small business has a maximum of 10 employees. If you're running a business that has 10 employees, you are regarded as a micro enterprise in South Africa, or a macro business, or a small business. So you are regarded as a a macro enterprise when you have 10 employees. And then beyond 10 employees, from 10 to 15, then you are regarded as small business. So the first one is macro enterprise, the second one is small, which is between 10 to 50 employees, right? And then the third one is a medium-sized business, which is up to 250 employees. So if you have 250 employees, you are regarded as a medium-sized business. Anything beyond that, you are a big business in the country. And obviously these terms and sizes, they come handy when you need to do tenders with the government. So they need to classify you, right? So they need to classify you when you have to do tenders with the government, and so that they know where do you fit, and in terms of their allocations as well, who do they need? Do they need someone who has a capacity of their size, or which capacity, so that they are able to give you a tender that suits you and you're able to perform to your level best. So those are different sizes that define businesses in the country. And yeah, they're since updated. They were updated in 2019. Since from 2003, there were different definitions of that. But now we have an updated definition of what small businesses or macro enterprise, small business, and a medium-sized business is. And also that there are also certain sectors in the country, and also even within those different sectors, there's the different, maximum turnovers that you make in the business that still, define you, whether you're a macro, whether you're a small, whether you're a medium-sized business. So those are some of the things that we'll dive deeper into as well. Maybe we need to have a conversation about what is finance, right? The first thing that comes to mind with finance is money. Yeah. Finance is money. Finance is money. That's the first thing that comes to mind. But since we're going to be talking about business and finance, we need to be specific as to what type of finance we're going to be talking about, because there are different types of finance. So our focus is going to be mainly on business finance, because we want to link finance and business. So we're going to be talking about business finance. And business finance can simply be the money that the company makes, the money that the company needs, or the money that the company, the entity, manages or has. Those are different types. Firstly, the business finance can be the money that the company has, the money that the company needs, the money that the company manages, and the money that the company makes. Right, those four types. So any entity that makes money, that type of money is gonna be classified into the business finance. An entity, but for you to be classified as a business, there are also certain things maybe to go back, right? Because I know we've moved from what is a business, why does a business exist, what are the type of businesses in the South African context, and you might be listening to us somewhere around the world, and you can engage with us on social media, you can engage with us to share what are the different dynamics in your country of business, what classifies the business as a small business, macro, and also a bigger business. So there are things that you need to meet, right, in order to be classified as a business. I'll mention a few things. The first thing, you need to have your business must have a name in South Africa. So in South Africa, these are the things that you need, right? Your business must have a name firstly, and you must register it, and you must get a license to trade with. So you will get a certificate after you register business that your business is registered, and you'll be able to trade, right? And then there'll be other admin things that you need after that. Business cards, tax numbers, all those things that you're going to need after. But the key things is to have a business name, register it, and you get a certificate to trade. And then the other things you do admin work to make sure that your business is in check and legit, and you don't evade taxes in the country. So those are some of the things that makes your business legit. Makes your business legit. So yes, can you separate between business and finance? Right. I think these are terms. These are terms because I think you can never separate business and finance, because to start a business you need money. To maintain a business you need money. To scale a business you need money. So business and finance will always be together. You can never separate. You can never separate. They'll always be interlinked. They'll always cross. Because money crosses with an idea, or money crosses with a problem, and it helps solve the problem. So obviously, you firstly need to to identify a problem, and then find a solution to solve it, and find money to fund your solution. And then when you found money to find a solution, and then it makes more money, then you use money to scale the solution across. And when you scale the solution across, then it means you are providing, solution to bigger number of people. Then a business grows from a macro to a small, to a medium, even to a bigger corporation. So finance and business can never be inseparable. They'll always be hand in hand, right? Business is formed out of an idea or out of a solution to a problem, and it is registered and it is made legit and follows all the protocols that need to follow, and then it solves that issue. I think we'll also, in a different episode, dive deep into how do we then take this problem, how do you then formalize it, and how do you scale and all that. I think we'll also get to expand on some of those. Today I'm just introducing ourselves, introducing the show, and say welcome, and we truly appreciate you listening to us wherever you're listening to us. This is Power Monday, where we speak business and finance, and we're gonna also be bringing you amazing businessmen, businesswomen to share their insights, to share their growth, to share things they've learned in their business journeys, young and old, and to also help you, give you practical tips. Give us practical tips to carry on, give us practical tips to make sure that we are able to face the world tomorrow, and we are more equipped. Because this is Empowerment Podcast, and our aim is to empower you, inspire you, and equip you so that you are able to face the world tomorrow. Okay, so I think we've come to our end of our segment today, where we're just touching base with what is business, what is finance, why do business exist, can finance and business be separable, and in the South African context, what are the different types of businesses that are there, and what are the defined in terms of sizes of business, in terms of turnovers of the businesses, and the updated definition of what business is. So thank you so much for being with us, for listening to us wherever you are. This is Power Monday on Empowerment Podcast. Make sure that you find us everywhere on podcast streaming platforms. You find us as Empowerment Podcast, even on YouTube. You can find us there as well as Empowerment Podcast, and engage with us and let us exchange insights and help each other grow. And our aim as Empowerment Podcast is to make sure we empower you, inspire you, and also equip you for the journey ahead in your business journey. So thank you so much.